YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back. Pro Bowl voting is now open. So I thought, like we do every year, let's get in here and give you my votes. Let's see who I voted for. This is an early stage of Pro Bowl voting, so things definitely change. So maybe the last week of voting, we can come back and make this video again. So we're gonna go through it. There's going to be some guys that are very tough to leave out. That's always how it is. So there's going to be some snubs. People are going to let me have it in the comments. That's okay here. I'm going to give you the players that I'm going to vote for, that I think are most deserving, but there's other players that won't make it that are also deserving. Follow our Twitter, Constant NFL Talk, talking during live games. We got games tomorrow, Week 11, big games. We'll be discussing on there. Instagram, podcast, Patreon, link in description, comments for any of that. If you're new, full NFL coverage here, weekly picks, score predictions, power rankings, more. Even in the offseason, we cover the draft and free agency. We're now partnering up with a new app called Cited, as you can see below me right here. There will be a link in the comments and description for you guys to sign up. That'll help us out a bunch if you sign up through there. But we have an account we have a profile on there as well. So give us a follow. We're going to have some debates on there. If you guys get involved, you actually can win debates. There's a leaderboard, and you actually can win Amazon gift cards. So pretty cool. There's more than just sports debates on there, but you're going to want to get involved if you like the Goat House in our debates that we'll have on there in the near future. So link down below. Check it out. Patreon. I mentioned it. Link down below for that as well. Junior score predictions. My bets of the week for NFL, college football. I got a wild parlay going this week for college football. So far, so good. Updated playoff predictions every week. Got an NFC West championship this week for the updated playoff predictions, so check that out. Bonus content, Discord access, a lot more, always adding more. Let's go to the Pro Bowl ballot here. Starting with the quarterbacks. So you only can pick 6 for each position. It's a little different. It's always looked the same for so long. It's a little different this year. Right off the bat, best player in football, in my opinion, Patrick Mahomes, my MVP pick, right now. So we're going to go Patrick Mahomes. Russell Wilson, maybe not playing as great as he did the beginning of the year, but still playing at a fantastic level. I think you got to go Aaron Rodgers as well. So we got 3 done. We need 3 more. Love the way Josh Allen's playing. He's been fantastic. Maybe another one. He started off like an MVP, still kind of in the conversation. But slow it down a little bit. He's declined a little bit from the start, but still playing fantastic. Like me some Kyler Murray. The ability to throw the ball downfield, but use his legs, and it's such a tough game plan. Has teams just really out there just guessing, or how we're going to stop Murray. That's the game plan, but then they throw something else at you, and they win. You're running the ball, throwing the ball downfield, and that's because what Murray sets up with his legs there always keeps you guessing. And then one more is always tough. You see other guys, Matt Ryan's having a good year, Tom Brady's having a good year. A couple of the rookies, Ben Roethlisberger's undefeated right now. Drew Brees is really picking up, but has got injured recently. Derek Carr, love the way Derek Carr's playing. I'm going to go Ryan Tannehill. I love the way he's been playing. Been very accurate with the ball. People thought, it's Derrick Henry's team. He's got to carry the team. Tannehill's not going to be the same as what he was at the end of last year. It hasn't been the case. Tannehill has won games for them, not really Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry has as well. It's a good duo there. But it's tough leaving. I'm really impressed with Derek Carr. And Big Ben being undefeated. Those are the 2 that I'm really having a hard time leaving out there. Those 2 there mainly. But there's other guys that are well deserving, but those are the main 2 that I'm just really disappointed in leaving out, but it always happens. It's going to happen as we go on with this video. Running backs, got to go with Dalvin Cook. I think the best runner in football right now. Derrick Henry has a runner right behind him, but we got to go with an all-around guy here. Alvin Kamara, definitely up for the MVP. Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? He's both. He's dominant, electrifying in the backfield, downfield, touchdown machine. Seen him rack up, I think, 3 last week against the Niners, and definitely gets my vote. Then we need 3 more. I really like Josh Jacobs. Started a little slow. He's really picking it up though. Get involved in the passing game as well, catching the ball. So I really like what I'm seeing from him. I've really liked Kareem Hunt's game. Filling in for Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb probably would get my vote. I mean, you could see he missed quite a few games. He's still, rushing yards. He's still up there in rushing yards. Pretty impressive. But yeah, if he didn't miss games, he may be getting the vote. Next one is tough. Ronald Jones got a lot of yards. James Robinson, the rookies, Edwards-Helaire been impressive. Tough not going Gurley. He would probably be my next choice. I really like Aaron Jones. I love Jones' game. I know he's missed a couple games, but still racking up some big plays. You see the difference with and without him in that offense, and elevating his game in the receiving department as well. So that's fantastic. Gurley's got a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. That's big time. I'm really not a stats guy. I mean, I picked the top two, but I think the stats kind of confirm that these are the best two runners in football. I just like what I'm seeing from those guys. A lot of guys as well. Darrell Henderson's a guy for the future. He's getting a lot better. I guess there's not too many great running backs this year. It is a passing league. We're going to the receivers. I already know this one's going to be tough. We got to go with DeAndre Hopkins right off the bat. We got to go with DK Metcalf. Love where he's taking his game. Maybe the best deep threat in football, but not just a deep threat. So strong, kid. He's getting better with his footwork, with route running ability, underneath throws, across the field catches. Devontae Adams, got to go with Devontae Adams, arguably the best receiver in football right now. A lot of good guys. We got to go Diggs. Diggs with all those receptions, racking up the yards, a deep threat. Underneath, you see the speed, the route running, ability to make that big play. Got to go with Diggs here. We got two left. Oh, there's going to be some really good guys left out here. I think the best, you guys know I've been hyping this guy up for some time now, and I think he's proven he's the best slot receiver in today's game. I love me some Tyler Boyd. I got to go with Tyler Boyd there. Big-time receiver, big-time slot receiver that also can play outside. One more vote. Man, Julio's missed some games. The two Falcons guys been studs. I'm not going to give them a vote because I'm thinking somewhere else, but they're one of those guys that are going to miss out that for me that are deserving. I mean, Tyreek Hill's good enough. Justin Jefferson has been unbelievable for the Vikings. I see Tyler Lockett, Keenan Allen. I mean, these guys, been impressive as well. But I'm going Scary Terry. I'm a big Terry McLaurin fan. This guy is carrying the load for Washington. Every time they need a big play, there's a lot that McLaurin has to do to make that happen, and he does it with his route running, with the speed, the big play ability, breaks tackles as well. I mean, he's really carrying that offense. When they need a big play, everyone in the world knows McLaurin is getting the ball, and he still makes that big play. It's tough. Some of those guys I mentioned, Lockett's got a lot of yards. He does have some drops. So either make that spectacular catch or drop the ball. Again, the Falcons guy, Justin Jefferson's been unbelievable. I always like Keenan Allen. Thielen's been a touchdown machine. There's a lot of guys we could talk about, but those are the guys I'm going to go with for a receiver. Fullback. I think the best two in football are Juszczyk and C.J. Ham, mainly because those teams use the fullback more than everyone else. But I don't want to take anything away from those guys. I mean, those guys are on those teams for a reason because they're really good. They're really good fullbacks. Ingold been very solid for the Raiders. Young fullback, tough dude. Ricard from the Ravens, they use him quite a bit as well. We're gonna go. Janovich been pretty solid. We got one more. Keith Smith's a guy that's kind of under radar guy. I think the Falcons been using him quite a bit. We're gonna go with Keith Smith there. So those are my fullbacks. Weird voting for 6 fullbacks. Has that been a thing in the past? I don't think so. Tight ends, not the best tight end play in football this year. Some injuries, mainly Kittle. Maybe it has stumped that. Perhaps you got to go Kelsey. Got to go Waller. He had that really bad drop last week. It's still in my mind. You can't drop that ball. But Darren Waller, fantastic threat down the field with a tight end. I remember in that Saints game how much of a factor, that's just pure dominance in a game like that taking over. So he's been doing that quite a bit. This is sort of by receptions though. Love me some Hawkinson. You guys know that by now. Got to go with Hawkinson. That's 3 more, right? Yeah, 3 more. Jonnu Smith's a touchdown machine, just such a weapon. He's such a factor, a game plan factor. He slowed up a little bit the last couple of weeks, but yeah, he's been a touchdown machine. And just, you got to worry about him in the backfield. You got to worry about him short yardage. You got to worry about him downfield, goal line fade, end around. Love his game right now. Hayden Hurst has been big. He's kind of just taking over that Hooper role like it's nothing. People kind of talked about it could be the scheme, and looks like it, but Hurst is really elevating his game. And Ingram's starting to pick it up. Hunter and Mark Andrews makes that big play. He does have some big-time drops, though. I haven't really been thrilled with him. He's got the big play ability, though. A guy that I've been really impressed with, give me Higbee. I love me some Higbee this year. Route running, has been fantastic. I think he's taken it to the next level. Blocking ability, big play ability. He doesn't have a whole bunch of production, I suppose. I mean, 296, 3 touchdowns, pretty solid. I'm not a big production guy. But yeah, look at all those weapons they got on the team. Like to run the ball to a bunch of different guys, like to throw it to a bunch. I mean, even Josh Reynolds is taking off. They added Van Jefferson. So there's a long list of guys. Higbee's been stepping up, I think, in big moments. There's total package type of tight end. I've never really been a big Higbee guy. I kind of been on the fence. Am I ready to be all in on Higbee? Some people talking about him, top 10, even better tight end. I've been impressed this year. So that's the 6 tight ends I'm going with. We're going to tackles. The offensive tackles, one of the most important positions in football. I think Bakhtiari is definitely a lock. I think Dwayne Brown has got to be a lock. I think, he's been fantastic holding up that Seahawks offensive line. Let's see. Who we going with next? We got a couple injuries, I think, removed some guys from this, obviously. I think we got to go. Ramczyk hasn't been as good as he was last year, but he's still a top-tier guy. We're going to go Ramczyk. We're going to go Laramie Tunsil. How many more we got left? We got 2 left. Tackles are tough. I really like the Vikings right tackle, Brian O'Neill. He's been fantastic for them at his young age. We go Brian O'Neill, and their offensive line starting to pick it up. Big reason. Schwartz has missed some. I'm usually a huge Mitchell Schwartz guy's missed some games. He hasn't really played the same. Do we go with? I like Tristan Wirfs, but where is why I'm missing some guys here? I'm not seeing some guys. There's some Taylor Decker. We got to go Decker. Tough not going with Wirfs. I like Armstead as well. Balaga was looking fantastic, but ended up missing some games. Conklin's actually been looking pretty impressive. It's a lot of guys. We can go on all day about this. I'm going to go with those 6 tackles, though. Those have been the best in football, in my opinion. Guard. Bitonio, right off the bat, the first one. We're going with Joel Bitonio from the Browns. He's been fantastic. Big key to success of that running game. Let's see. Offensive linemen are... Let's see. We're going to... Ali Marpet, yep. Zach Martin, got to go Martin. Quentin Nelson, of course. He's been fantastic. I mean, these are big names, but they, I'm not just going to go big names. They're playing at a high level when they're on the field. Absolute high level. How many more? Oh, Brandon Scherf, I think, holds together that Washington line. He's been fantastic. I think we got one more. I like the young Elgton Jenkins from the Packers. I think he's had to move around a bit with injuries as well. He's been pretty impressive. It's tough leaving some guys out, though. Wyatt Teller's been good for the Browns. He didn't really work out for the Bills. He's working out fantastic for the Browns. I'm sure there's always going to be good guys we're leaving out. Those are the 6, though, right? We got all 6. Center, we got to go Jensen. We got to go Kelsey. Lindsley's been great for the Linder's been, so they're popping up right away for me. These are the ones that have been standing out. We need 2 more. Ryan Kelly. Oh, J.C. Treader. What am I doing? Treader. Kelly, Hudson, perhaps. I don't know if Hudson's been as good as he was in the past. He's still fantastic. Give me Ryan Kelly. That's what we're going to go with. We're on to the defense. Normally don't like how they do this. I already see I don't like it. I think with the outside linebackers, it's going to be a mixture of off the ball and edge rushers. I don't like that. We're going to start with the ends, though. Myles Garrett for sure. Stephon Tuitt. Different players, though. Myles Garrett's a 4-3 pass rusher on the defensive end. Stephon Tuitt also plays defensive end, but in a 3-4. So he's a 3-4 D end. If he wasn't a 4-3, I'd probably play the same position as Garrett. That's tough, though. A little more size to him. But Stephon Tuitt's been fantastic. I kind of know where I want to go. We're going to come back to the top. Emmanuel Ogbah's been ridiculous this year. He's the guy I was higher on the most in the draft, and he was a little underwhelming. I thought a little more, but now he's on the Dolphins, and he's really balling, really playing well. There's some really good players in here. There's some really good players. We're going to go with... I have to go back to the top here. Yep. Brandon Graham's been playing fantastic, stopping the run, getting after the quarterback. I like Brian Burns a lot. I love his game. He's getting constant pressure. He's so close to having an insane amount of sacks, like insane. He's gonna get there, but he's been getting pressure. He's got the traits. He's been lighting it up on the field. I've been seeing him play very well, so that's why I'm gonna vote for him. One more vote. Alden Smith started off hot, really calmed down. Frank Clark's a great player. Okwara's been racking up some sacks. Hendrickson's got 7.5. Kind of know where I want to go already. Montez Sweat's really picking it up. So we got some interior guys I would call interior guys. Ndamukong Suh's been good. Danico Autry's actually been really picking up. Joey Bosa's missed some time. He's gotten pressure, but hasn't really been able to get to the sack. He just, I don't know. There's sometimes where I feel like he should be getting the sacks, but he's really not. But he's missed some time. Always liked Shelby Harris's game. Always thought he was underrated. Man, there's so many guys. Danico Autry's really been picking up too. I think I mentioned that already. I'm going to go Max Crosby. I'm going to go Mad Max here. I think he's really carrying that defensive line. You see him shift around the D-line, but really, in terms of getting that key pressure, it's really a lot is on him, and he's done a pretty good job. So I'm going to go Max Crosby here. But a lot of guys where it's tough leaving out for sure. D tackles, this is probably my favorite position in football because these are the guys I think impact the game more than people realize. That interior pressure is so key, and there's so many good ones in today's NFL. Used to only be a handful, but you got to go Aaron Donald. You got to go Akeem Hicks. I mean, just dominant, game-changing guys there. Stop the run and get the interior pressure. Man, there's going to be some guys that are going to be tough to leave out. I already know. Where's Grady Jarrett? Yep, Grady Jarrett's just dominant stopping the run. I think towards the top of the NFL and getting interior pressure. Chris Jones, one of the best, elite defensive linemen. There's so many. I'm just looking through these faces, and there's so many guys that are going to be tough to leave out. Two more here. You got to go Buckner. Changing that defensive line for the Colts. We talked about it. Other guys playing better. Grover Stewart's playing very well as well. I think the Buckner presence really changed that, and he's made plays. I love me some Jeffrey Simmons. He's carrying the Titans defensive line, just stopping the run at the high level, getting after the quarterback, getting his hands on the ball anyway. He's been fantastic. It is extremely. Next would probably be Sheldon Richardson. Sheldon Richardson's been fantastic, getting pressure. I mentioned Grover Stewart's playing pretty well. Jaron Reed's been really good for the Seahawks. He's been holding that group. Kenny Clark, one of the better interior defensive linemen in football. He's missed some games and hasn't really gotten that too much production there. So that's I'm not going to vote for him because these other guys have been playing better this year. But in general, I'm a big Kenny Clark guy. Thought I saw somebody else. Fletcher Cox, same thing. He's been doing. Back to the top. Cam Hayward, tough not vote for Cam Hayward. Couple of the Steelers guys here, Christian Wilkins. This is my favorite position in football. These guys are huge. I wish I could vote for. You got Hayward, you got Sheldon Richardson, Christian Wilkins. I said Sheldon Richardson, probably the seventh guy. It might be Christian Wilkins. He's so good. Fletcher Cox. Alu from the Steelers been dominating, stopping the run. Man. I'm standing by my votes for sure, though. It's tough not going for Christian Wilkins. Yeah, there's no way I can take a vote away from, who am I going to get rid of? These guys have been dominant, absolutely dominant. A lot of guys deserving there. We're gonna run into. I hate this. Sometimes why I hate doing this. This is gonna be a problem too. I think. I think the Levante David, Eric Kendricks, Fred Warner. Right off the bat, three guys that are just the best linebackers in football. Fred Warner because of his coverage skills. Probably the best coverage linebacker in football. And Kendricks is pretty damn good. But Kendricks has the coverage ability and then the run stopping ability. Levante David, all around guy. He actually brings the blitz level to his game. This is going to be tough. I already know it. Foy Alu's been playing fantastic too. Man. I got four guys that I really want to vote for right now. Oh, and then Darius Leonard easily could be the best at this position. He's missed some games, but you see his presence and his factor when he's back in. When I come back to this video, I expect to be voting for Darius Leonard because I think he can be the very best. But I think some of these other guys have, I just probably because more playing time because of the lack of injury. So I'm not going to go Darius Leonard, even though I'm a huge Maniac guy, and he's probably going to get the vote the last week before this closes. But I got to go Demario Davis. I got it. Devin White's been insane. I mean, how could you not go Bobby Wagner? Roquan Smith's been ridiculous, though. Roquan Smith's the guy that's just missing the cut here. Darius Leonard. It's just tough not to go. These are the six. Elite coverage skills, getting after the court, blitzing skills, run stopping ability. That's basically how you sum up these guys. I can't undo a vote for one of these guys. These guys are the most deserving, in my opinion. But Roquan Smith's one of my biggest snubs, I think, right now. Darius Leonard, but he's missed some time. Yeah. Cunningham's been pretty solid. Alukan's been very good for the Falcons. It's tough. Another tough one. Outside linebacker, this is probably the one I hate the most because there's off-the-ball guys and then there's edge guys. And everyone's going to vote for the edge guys. I'm probably about to vote for the edge guys. Yeah, TJ Watt, Zadarius Smith, Khalil Mack. I'm going with those guys right off the bat. TJ Watt's up for probably my defensive player of the year pick right now. Khalil Mack has been, maybe you expect a little more from him, but he's been fantastic. Also, I think where he's underrated, he stops the run at extremely high level for an edge guy. Zadarius Smith really carries that group, I think, for the Packers. When they need a big play, it's on him. He rushes from anywhere. I think the game plan is on him. Teams saw what he did last year. It was tough to game plan for. Now when I think teams sit down and watch the tape, I think it's like, this is the guy we got to focus on. And he's got the production as well. So we're going with those three for sure. We are going with, I think JPP's been lights out. He's been fantastic for them. Yeah, getting pressure, sacks, forcing fumbles. What is that? We got two more. I'm not going to vote. I don't know. There's not too many great off-the-ball guys. Some good ones. Bud Dupree. What am I doing? Bud Dupree's been fantastic. He's been great. Will he end up having, actually looking at the production, he might have better production than last year. He had some ridiculous production. But my point is, production-wise, let's just say he ends up better last year, which is very realistic. I still think he's better this year. I think his presence, getting key pressure that won't show up on the box score, that created plays for his defense, I think he's been fantastic. One more vote. I really like what Leonard Floyd's been doing lately. He's really elevated his game, really picking it up. I think we're going to go Leonard Floyd. We're going to do it. That's ridiculous. That we get Khalil Mack, Leonard Floyd, the ex-teammates there. Van Noy's close for me. Shaq Barrett's pretty close. So what about some of these off-the-ball guys? KJ Wright, Miles Jack. Eric Wilson's actually been playing pretty good for Anthony Barr's replacement. Yeah, some of those off-the-ball guys need love too, but I think these are the most impactful players, the big-time players. I don't know why it says Ngakoue has 0 sacks. Ngakoue was really starting to pick it up right before the Vikings traded him, so that was interesting. A.J. Klein's picking it up. He's been playing great as well. But those are the 6 I'm going with. Big-time pass rushers. Cornerbacks, this might be the toughest one. I think I keep saying that, but there's a lot of guys that are going to be deserving of votes. But I know which ones. Okay, we're going with the best corner in football, in my opinion. Right now, give me Jalen Ramsey. What he's done in coverage, lockdown, coming up and hitting, tackling, been fantastic. Xavier Howard, probably the best playmaker in football, arguably the best corner. Jair Alexander, been locking guys down. These are the 3 I think everyone's got to vote for, right? I think so. Let's see. Yeah, I think we got to go. Where's Marlon Humphrey at? We got to go Marlon Humphrey. I'm seeing some guys that I already know I'm not going to be able to vote for because I'm looking for specifics. Big Marcus Peters guy. Give me James Bradbury. He's been locked down, been shutting down receiver ones. Big reason why Giants defense had to step up. And roads are closed. He's really stepped up this year. He's been locked down as well. Made some plays, 2 interceptions. I think that was in one game, though. Really like to see Rhodes back playing close to where he was. Is that 6 already? That's 6. Jamel Dean's been great. Both Bucks corners they play a little soft coverage. They allow a lot of underneath stuff though. But Carlton Davis, Jamel Dean, been really good. Troy Hill's been impressive too. Not that I really considered him. Bryce Callahan's good for the Broncos. A lot of guys. Tre'Davious White, we know he's Pro Bowl level. He hasn't played on the level of these 6 other guys. Kyle Fuller, I really like where he's taken his game. Really improving. It feels like every year. Um, yeah, that's Marcus Peters is probably the just miss guy. One of the better playmakers football. Big fan. Denzel Ward, another tough one. Not to he deserves a vote. Like there's more than what you can vote for that deserves a vote. Darius Williams is really picking up. The Fuller brothers. Kendall Fuller's been great. Kyle and Kendall Fuller been fantastic. J.C. Jackson, playmaker. Really good game last week. Had a rough one against the Jets, but really good playmaker. Gilmore, if he's played enough, he'd probably be in here. But these are my 6. A lot of guys that just missed the cut. These are my 6. Strong safeties. I don't know if there's too many great strong safeties this year. There are some great ones. Buda Baker. I think we got to go Jordan Poyer as well. Big Poyer fan. But there's not a lot of them. We got to go Tyrann Mathieu. We got to go Harrison Smith. I think those are your 4 best strong safeties. I know Mathieu plays in the slot quite a bit, but that's basically what's strong. It needs to be able to move there these days. Those are your 4 best. I also want to go with it's an interesting one. I'm going to go with Eddie Jackson. I think he's playing out of position. To me, he's a free safety. I want him in the back end, reading the quarterback's eyes. Played a lot of strong. Ever since Amos left, speaking of Amos, I think that's where I'm going to go with my 6th. Ever since Amos left, he's had a bigger role, and he hasn't played as good, but he's played obviously very well. Moving around spots, more responsibility, and I think that a lot of these guys have a lot of responsibility. What Buda Baker does, Tyrann Mathieu plays everywhere. Harrison Smith back and forth from the back end, front. Amos is really good run support. Yeah, these are I don't know if there's really any we should consider here. There's other good ones, of course. Rowe's been good. Kareem Jackson's very instinctive. Yeah, Jamal Adams has been pretty disappointing, missed some games. I know he can get here, though, obviously. A lot of expectations for him. But I think we got the right 6 here. We got the right 6 for sure. I mean, I think that on all of mine. But this one I don't feel too bad about, I guess. Free safeties. Jesse Bates, I think he's the best safety in football right now. Playmaker in the back end, plays a lot of center field by himself. Speaking of that, Justin Simmons does the same thing. Some big-name guys that I might not have here. We got to go Minka. Is that 3? Gotta go. We need 3 more. I know where I'm going. Give me the rookie, arguably defensive rookie of the year, Antoine Winfield. Do I really consider him a free safety, though? Plays a bit of everything. It doesn't matter. We're giving it a vote. Logan Ryan. Been playing slot corner and free safety, moving around a bit. I think he's been big time. I thought he was the best slot corner in football last year. Titans are missing him. He's been big time for the Giants. I was going to go. We went with a rookie already. We're going with another one. Give me Julian Blackman. He's been really picking it up. It's tough not going Marcus May. I love Marcus May's game. He's been playing a little bit of strong and free. I think he started off a little stronger. Maybe still playing well. But started off a little better. Blackman's been fantastic. I always talk about the Blackman story, basically, but it's fantastic because, it's not so much of a story, but like kind of the background on the field. He was a cornerback for Utah 2 years ago. He's solid at corner, but, you worry about his ability to press. You kind of worry about those things. He wasn't really draftable corner. It felt like Utah switched him to free safety. He played very well. That was only 1 year playing free safety, so you think this guy's got a lot of upside. This is why he's going to get drafted. He got a lot of upside at free safety. Colts draft him. Malik Hooker goes down, so a guy that's kind of viewed as a project, well, he's got to go in and play right away. He's been fantastic, better than Malik Hooker. So a lot of upside, and it's already starting, so love to see that. The 2 rookies, Winfield and Julian Black. I think Julian Blackman's more of a true free safety there. Special teams, interesting. Kicker, Gano's been on fire. Younghoe Koo's been on fire. Boswell, I think, is 100%. Undefeated team. This is tough. There's a couple guys in there 100%. Maybe they didn't kick a lot of field goals, though. How many more do I need? 3. Sanders has been fantastic for the Dolphins. Oh, McManus. You got to go McManus. That's okay. One more. McManus has been huge for the Broncos, obviously. There's so many good ones. A lot of these guys are good. In general, best kickers in football, Tucker, Lutz, they're going to get their votes. Have they kicked that many field goals this year, though? Bucker's been, he's hot and cold. He looks like the best kicker. I think Myers has been really good for Seattle. Yeah, we're going to go Myers. I didn't really go with the big names there. I think some of these guys are the big names. Tucker and Lutz will get their votes. I don't know if they've kicked enough. Like, these guys are kicking a ton. They're either 100%. I think, that's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. Long snappers. Oh, boy. I'm going with the names I know here. We're going Cox. We're going Jansen. I got to freshen up my long snapper knowledge. Harris has been pretty good for the Falcons. Mulbach for the Lions. I'm just going with names I know here. Weeks. Sundberg. Is that 6? That's what we're going with. Any that I missed. That's what we're rolling with there. We're going on to the punters. We're going Mega Boot right off the bat. He's had a lot of punting action this year. Pat O'Donnell has been doing fantastic. We're going with him. We're going with Dixon. Hecker. Come on now. Maybe the number 1. That's probably the first guy I should have voted for. I don't know. I think he's been really good. Morstead's usually fantastic. Where am I going? I got 2 more. Yeah, this is tough. Probably missing somebody at the top of my head that's really just dominating this year. We're going to go with Tressway. And Bailey's been pretty good. That's what we're going with for the punters. Return specialists. Ooh, there's a lot of them. A lot of good ones this year. Where's Cordero? Wait, am I missing something? Am I blind? I'm confused. This might be just punt returners. Is that what this is? Unless I'm blind here. Looking on my other screen. It's a little bigger over here. All right. I guess it's just punt return. I guess there's no kickoffs in the game. Roberts. Ray McLeod's been good. Deontay Harris has been fantastic. Pringle. How many more we got? 2 more. Rogers has been pretty good for, I think he has a kickoff return. We're going with it. Wish the kick returners were on here. This kind of sucks because those guys are football players too. And then maybe Duvernay. Because he's a kick returner as well. Interesting stuff. Don't like the ballot there. Did I do 6? Yeah, I did. Special teamers. We're going to go with not too many on here. How is there not more? Matthew Slater. Nick Vigil. Sure, we're mainly going with the big name guys here. Give me Moore. Give me Matthias Farley. Board. One more. Wilbur. Did we go? Kilbrew. We'll go Wilbur. That's what we're going with. Those are my special teamers. That's all of it. Review selection. We don't need to review it. Yeah, that's a lot. That's probably a long video right there. Let me know who you voted for in the comments. If you want to follow us on Twitter, we could talk there as well. Let me know who my snubs were. I know who they are. But I in my mind, I picked the right guys I watch a lot of football based on what I've seen this year. So that's why I went with it. We can come back this, later weeks before it closes. It'd probably be changing a little bit. Some other guys get a chance to showcase their talents, I guess. But yeah, that's going to do it. Please smash that like button, subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss a thing. Appreciate you guys for your support. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.